Hey, good people, what it do? This is Miss Mia tapping in with another one. What's going on, y'all? Hey, I am just tapping on y'all with another one. I just want to thank all of my team, my subscribers, my people for just checking in on me and seeing what your girl up to. And the new beast that's coming, y'all on the way. What it do and welcome. I'ma just call y'all into, my channel in my area. And so y'all can, check out what's going on over here. Y'all, I'm just out here, just keeping up with my commitment. That's it, that's all. Doing what I love, absolutely love doing. And so, with that being said, y'all, I want to talk. I want to talk about, I wanted to talk about purpose. Because I was talking to one of the young ladies that I had met at church. I was talking to her, and she was saying that it's not what it looks like. And I was like, oh, you got that right. It really is not what it looks like, because I have a lot of stuff that's going on. And it was appearing that it was looking one way, but it was actually a whole totally different, like, it was totally different than what I really expected it to be. And the reason being, let me just say this, because I got a lot going on and I'm just kind of all over the place. But let me just say this. Let me just say it like this. The enemies that you see today, you'll see no more tomorrow. And the reason I say that is because when she and I were talking, she was like, it's not what it looks like. And then I read in scripture, and I don't even remember where I read that at. But I know that I believe that we were talking, and then she told me to reference that scripture. That's how that went. Let me get it right. Well, I just found the dime, y'all. I just found the dime. I'm picking it up. I just found the whole dime. Yeah, I was getting that. That's currency. I'm getting that. But sorry, y'all. I just got thrown off. But distracted. Not thrown off. Distracted by that little currency, that little coin that was on the ground. But y'all, she told me to reference that scripture. Is, the enemies that you see today, you'll see no more tomorrow. And because she was telling me it's not what it looks like. And I know we're talking about purpose, but I'm going somewhere. Just stick with me. And so this morning, I think that was yesterday. And then this morning, that scripture had came back up. It's like, the enemies that you see today, you'll see no more tomorrow. And this morning, when I woke up this morning, I'm like, yeah, the enemy's still over there being disruptive, because I got some enemies around me or whatever, just disruptive, and just plagued with all kind of, just riddled with all kind of just foul spirits in there. They just unhappy. So whenever you see somebody that's doing something that you ain't doing, it triggers you to, you know what I'm saying, it just irritates demons, you know what I'm saying, for a chosen one to be in a presence, and we not bothering nobody, and we real peaceful, you know what I'm saying. And then that's just that just gives them, they demons something to act up, or it just cause them to just be, want to be an alpha, and want to stick their chest out and roar, and you know what I'm saying, all this old barking like dogs, and just to get some attention. It's so irritating. It's so irritating. Like, really, like irritating. But anywho, the enemies that you see today, you'll see no more tomorrow. I know I kind of be, jumping all over the place, but stick with me because I really am going somewhere and I really know what I'm talking about. So this morning, I'm in my prayer time and I just open up my eyes and I'm like, oh, I still see them. They still over there making that noise because they was beating on the walls or whatever they was doing, tapping or some or barking. It was some, this sound effect that this dude do. He need to be in Hollywood. Cause he done started this dogs, and so it get loud and then it quiet down and it's still the barking. So he done downloaded this app and he think he's girl special. Yeah, special. Anywho, I just digress. Let me get back to the story. So this morning, I was like, the enemies that you see today, you'll see no more tomorrow. And I really just feel like I just got like a whole breakthrough, like for real, like a whole breakthrough. And the reason I say that it was my breakthrough, I'm coming in the sun because in the shade it feel like I'm getting a little cold. But the enemies that you see today, you'll see no more tomorrow. And I was like, Lord, I still hear them, but this is the breakthrough, y'all. The breakthrough, check it out. It's like my perspective. Even though I could visibly see them, but my perspective about the enemy that, you know what I'm saying, and the enemies that I see today, I'll see no more tomorrow. My perspective changed. And so the way that I perceive them, or the way that I'm looking at them, has changed. And that was an overnight. The enemies that you see today, it's like it was a breakthrough for me today, because I'm not even on the same page that I was on yesterday. I'm not even seeing them or viewing them or, worried about them like I was yesterday, because it's just like, after we had that conversation, after me and one of the church members, she got a channel and stuff like that, and she was talking about it's not what it looks like. And so once I changed like my whole perspective on how I was seeing him and viewing him, that thing changed, y'all. It was like, I'm not even tripping off of y'all like that no more, because it's like, okay, the sound effects with the dog barking, you over there doing all that, making all that noise, that ruckus. It's like you riddled with all kind of stuff and you just need some attention, and you scared clearly, because ain't nobody that's really doing something and have like, this is circling back to everything is gonna make sense with the purpose that I was talking about. When you have a purpose, having a purpose is like everything, because it keeps you it gives you meaning and direction, and then also it just makes the progress. It makes you have, walk in your progress. It shows you that you're making progress by, having a purpose. It gives you purpose and direction, and it gives you a light. You can see progress. You making progress when you have a purpose. You not stagnant, or looking around at other people and worried about what your neighbor is doing, or what the people up the street or around the corner is doing. Like, you so focused on your purpose that you don't have time to be stressed, depressed, with low self-esteem. No, people with purpose is walking in that, and you confident about what you doing, and so you feel good about every day walking in your purpose. And so that's why it's so critical and it's so important to have a purpose and be walking in that purpose, because it is, it shows that you're moving the needle. It shows that you're making progress. It shows that you have, you've put some meaning into it. You are really just, defying all the odds, because people may have wished you, ill will, or, didn't, wish you well, and wished everything against you. But even because you have a purpose, you are pushing even in spite of. So regardless to what, these people may be coming up against you, or they may have, ill will for you, or they might not, be, thinking that you're going to succeed at, in your purpose, or walk in your purpose. And, every day that you get up and you doing that, you telling them that they a lie and the truth ain't in them by your actions. So having a purpose it serves in so many different ways, and it serves to your betterment, and it serves to, just, what it is that you were purposed to do, why you were created in the first place. When you find that purpose, oh my goodness, can't nobody really, it's not a lot that people can really do and say to you when you walking in purpose, because you ignore them. You ignore them, and you pay them dust. It's just people that don't have a purpose, that's always worried about what somebody else is doing, and why somebody else is doing what they're doing, and worried. So I mean, like, studying you as if they're taking a test. It's like, bruh, if you put that much attention into your purpose, you will be winning. But because you stressing, you depressed, your self-esteem is in the ground, you looking a hot ass mess because you worried about what the next person is doing, what the next woman and man is doing, and you ain't doing enough. You're not being your best. You're not showing up as your true and authentic and unique self, because you don't have no purpose. And so once I got the revelation of today, this morning, the enemies that you see today, you'll see no more tomorrow. It was a revelation, because I'm looking at everything from a different viewpoint. I've, like, just overnight, I'm looking at them like, you just, the gaslight, like, you're just an illusionist. Like, this person that lives next door to me is just trying all these antics and all these tricks, because I'm not studying on this dude at all. I don't know him. When I very first moved in, I kind of, gave him a friendly, and after that, I heard him doing a fool in the wall. He was like, having a meltdown or something, because I had put up some curtains because I saw that he was looking in my window, and so I had put up some curtains, and I guess it must have ticked him off. So he was going off in the wall. I can hear him, and he was cursing and stomping and slamming stuff. I was like, oh, he going off. And then after that, I just like completely, I never like even looked in his direction. And then I put up a little screen, so he couldn't even look on my patio or nothing like that. And then that's when, the obsession started. This ninja then got a little crazy with it. And he done went all the way, like he just doing the most. Like he'll, set that alarm, just his car alarm, just make it trip it, and start going off. And now he got the dogs barking now. And then now he's just needing some attention, and it's just like, it's ongoing. I don't know you. And then he smoke all night, and he pace the floor all night, and then he jumping, and then, just being a nuisance. Like he doesn't sleep, and then every time, like I don't know if they real cats or if they pretend cats, because I told you he's like an illusionist. He's like a ventriloquist or something. Like he needs to be in Hollywood. He needs to take that act to Hollywood, because he's like, I don't know. He's really, I don't know, something. He way out there. But so anyway, he got these cats, and then he be like talking and acting like they the cats, and then he meows, and then now he's got the, he got the app that the dogs bark, and then he turned it up on full blast, and then this dude, he got beat in his car, and so he be slapping. So I had went shopping and went to Costco's, and I had like, big stuff. You know how Costco drinks and, waters and stuff like that. So I'm making several trips back and forth to the core, and then that's when the barking was up full blast. I ignored him. My neighbor, he turned his music all the way down. I think he had spooked him, but I was like, man, forget him. I'm panning dust. Like, I ignore him, and I think it's like ticking him off, because I'm just like ignoring him. He don't get nothing from me, and that's probably bothering him that I'm paying him dust. But you can't even be studying off of what anybody else is doing. It's not the season for that. It's like, just stay in your lane. I wish him well, but I'm not her. I'm not her. I'm not playing footsie through the wall. You know what I'm saying? I'm not playing footsie through the wall. We ain't finna do the patty cake through the wall. I don't know what's going on with you. I don't want none. I'm not subscribing to that. You got to get you another little pen pal or little wall buddy. I'm not she. She's not I. I'm not doing that. So then, therefore, we gonna have to do this right here differently. But anyway, y'all. So I really just wanted to talk about purpose, and I want to talk about my breakthrough this morning that I had with the Lord, that he shared with me. As far as the enemies that you see today, you will not see them excuse me, tomorrow. You'll see them no more. And so excuse me, y'all, I got a little bit of allergies going on. I know it's gonna rain tomorrow, because my allergies be doing something when it get ready to rain. But excuse me, you guys. But yeah, the enemies that you see today, you'll see no more tomorrow. I know my etiquette. I'm gonna need to work on that. My etiquette, right? Yeah, my own camera etiquette, and I do not be doing no editing. And did I say etiquette? Because I was thinking about editing, etiquette, my on-camera etiquette. So I'm gonna work on doing a little better. I just, be giving y'all the real me. So I do be making bloops and blunders, and I'm okay with that. I don't think that I'm perfect or whatever. And I'm not interested in my videos being all perfect because I'm not perfect. So therefore, I'm gonna let you see some flaws that go on, and I ain't edit them. And then if this ain't the channel for you, then I wish you well somewhere else. We trying to grow over here, and we just showing the real. But I appreciate y'all so very much, and I pray that's something that I said. I don't know. I feel like this might have been not a helpful video because y'all might have didn't even need all of that, and I probably shouldn't have shared all that. But when you coming out of narcissistic abuse, I think sometimes you be hypersensitive. That's what I felt. I was like hypersensitive, so I was trying to just let people be people. But this is just then turned into a whole little nuisance. This dude that is my neighbor, so I probably shouldn't have even shared that or whatever, and I may not even put this video up. I don't know. I'm gonna do the playback, and if it's not right, then this won't go up, and then I'll try again and do another one. But sometimes you just don't need all that. Sometimes you just need something encouraging and uplifting. But the reason why I shared that, because I feel like it was tying into purpose and the enemies that you see today, and then kind of giving you real life of, a whole situation that's in real life, you know, um, and it's a teachable moment also. And then I'm sharing with you my real life. And I don't see that, I don't see him as anything but a broken soul. I don't see him as what I saw him as yesterday's, or last week or yesterday. I'm not looking like that. I'm looking at like a very disturbed person, or a very broken person, a very unhappy person, a very broken spirit, and a very dark spirit, a person that just needs some prayer, and not so much, judgment, or, negative. I think that that individual really is like disturbed on a whole nother level. And the only thing that I can really offer that individual is prayer. And that's where the enemies that you see today, you'll see no more tomorrow. My perspective has changed as far as, how I'm seeing him, how I'm viewing him, and just, how I even think, like it's just like ignore. And I think that this was, a lesson and an experience that I needed to go through so that I could get to the point where I am now, or I could, start viewing things and seeing things from a perspective and, a standpoint from where I am now. So with that being said, y'all, I'm gonna go ahead on and I'm gonna shut the video off, because that's gonna be that on that. And I just pray that it was something helpful. I pray that, I shared not too much, but I shared enough with you guys where you could, understand where I was coming from and the point that I was trying to make, and the reason why I shared what I shared, and why I shared it the way that I shared it. And just to let you know that it was not all bad. Just, it just was a lesson, and it was a growth there also, that I was able to learn and to grow and to experience, and I'm just now getting it. It's like it was like it was like on 100. Like the antics just kept on, like every day. It was like the devil was using him, like he was just being like a vessel that the enemy was using, and he just kept on ramping up the antics. And every day he was coming with a different one, following me to the mailbox. Every time I would go, he would park by me, following me to the garbage, even though we have valet, sometimes I, be taking my little different little recyclings and stuff over there, whatever the case may be. But yeah, just every time I'm going out my house, he's just right there. Like, I'm babysitting him or he babysitting me, and just like, it just excessive. Like, he wants to be my shadow, or if we was like bosom buddies, if we was partners, if we was friends. I don't know you, dude. I need you to give me 50 feet. And it just kept on amping up. It just kept on ramping up. It just was elevating. Like it was escalating every single day. It was getting worse and worse. And I was like, nah, this is crazy. This crazy. And then now I'm just like, bruh, you broken. You broken. And you're not healthy. That's not nothing healthy, and that's not normal. You know what I'm saying? That's not healthy, and that's not normal when people is out here broken and hurting and needing prayer. And so the only thing that I can offer is prayer. And I'm just so thankful that the Lord showed me what he showed me. Although, I'm covered and protected by the Lord, I still had to get some other people involved, because I don't know this individual and he don't know me. So just, so that everything is everything, and there's some paperwork, I had to, go do what I had to do, because this was like a redonkulous. And so I prayed about it, and the Lord, he heard my cry and he heard my prayer, and he got with it. He got with it, and he downloaded, just a whole nother, vision to me, like I'm viewing things from a whole different, I'm seeing it different. So the enemies that you see today, you'll see no more tomorrow. I'm not looking at this individual, this neighbor of mine, as, anything but a broken vessel, and a vessel that was able to be used, for Satan. He was being used. And he see that I ain't back down, and I ain't, poodled out the game. And then he didn't back off, because I guess, the Lord had tapped on his shoulder and let him know, hey, wait, bruh, hey, this wrong way. Hey, wrong one, bruh. You get yourself in trouble around these parts if you fool with I heard. Wrong one. Hey, that way. Don't fool with her. So I think he had ended up getting a memo, and then so he backed off. He still, all amped up or whatever, but he didn't left me alone. I think that got him another victim. I think that neighbor downstairs that was playing the beat and got scared of him, I think he done targeted him down. He just wanted somebody afraid of him. And he was just trying to make somebody, I don't know, I guess he wanted somebody heart to pump or whatever. It wasn't me. I was on alert, you know what I'm saying? And I'm still, on alert, but as far as afraid, nah, probably not. He gonna have to deal with God. If he comes for me, it's gonna be consequences if he fool with me, because I'm a child of the Most High God, and he got his angels covering me, so I'm covered. I'm shielded and covered and protected, so I ain't really worried about old boy, but I'm gonna pray for him though, because he definitely is in a need, and more than one need. Yeah, he got there. So anyway, the video wasn't about him. The video wasn't about oh boy. But anyway, it was aspects about, that situation with him that I feel like it was shareable. Not to put anybody to hold everybody in my business, but just looking at things from, a different level, a different play, a different, you know, scope, and from a different height and a different page, because when we get black and white in our perspective, in our thinking, we can't see the many shades of gray. And so everything ain't just black and white, you know what I'm saying? And we got to have, the ability to, see things and look at things and, view them from, different levels and different, angles and, perspectives. So yeah, I'm just, I don't know, I'm just out here on my growth. I'm out here doing this dirty laundry. I'm in growth mode, y'all. I'm trying to grow every day, y'all. Like, ain't no day that go by that I ain't trying to grow and get better, do better and be better and show up as better, and yeah, that's it, that's what, that's it, that's all. I was trying to get out of this, I was trying to get away from that traffic. That traffic be loud. It did calm down, whatever. Like that many cars over there going by, but I'm trying to disappear from that noise. Yeah, cause it be messing up the video. So yeah, y'all. Your girl out here, she about to shut the video down. Once again, I said that like 10 minutes ago, right? But I did want to say enough and leave y'all with enough so that I was clear as to, why I was sharing the way that I was sharing, and the reason why I went there and we took that ride and we did that work is because I wanted y'all to really just, know that I ain't tripping off of nobody. I ain't tripping off of nobody. And, I just want everybody to be the best them that they can be. And it don't matter who you are. I don't discriminating against nobody being their best self person. I want to see everybody win. I don't even know nothing about being no hater because I don't even live there. I assure you that I ain't no hater. It ain't no hate in me. I ain't got it in me. I'll be mad about, different stuff that I'm passionate about, and people, not being their best selves, it's something that I'm very passionate about. And I just feel like, if you hold certain offices, I feel like you better be your best self. I hold people at a standard, you know what I'm saying? Because I think that people hold me to a standard. And sometimes, and I don't even have no title, check that out, but people be on me so tough or whatever just because of who I am. They hold me to a whole different standard. And then you got to think about like how the Pharisees did Jesus. I'm finna do a whole nother other video because I'm still going. I'm about to go in. How the how the chief priests and the scribes had, was on Jesus' bumpers and asking him all kind of stuff. Well, who gave you the authority? Who gave you the authority to think that, you know what I'm saying? Be all confident in preaching like how you preaching, and I'm paraphrasing, but I read that in Luke 20. I read that in Luke 20. So if you needed a reference on that right there, go ahead and handle your business. Get that good Bible and get into it. But I read that though. And so it just brought back to my remembrance as I'm sitting up here talking, and how people hold you to a, standard or whatever. And then, but they can't meet the standards, and they not meeting the standards, but they want to nail you to the cross. And so and so that just made me think about how I was in the Word, and I was studying that Word, and how Jesus got on their head. Jesus was called. Jesus was cold-blooded. If y'all read that Bible, oh my goodness, Jesus got them together, because he said, what about John the Baptist? Did man give, him the authority to baptize, or did it come from heaven? Was it men that gave it to him, or was it God? Was it heaven bound, or was men the one that gave it to him? He got them together. Like, I'm like, Jesus was cold. And they why are you talking parables? And somebody had asked me that one time. Matter of fact, it was a few people that had asked me. One of my family members said, you use a lot of parables. And then, because my grandmother used to use parables, and I didn't understand until somebody compared me to my grandmother and using parables. And then it was this guy that I used to work with. He said, you always speak in parables. And I think I learned that from my grandmother. I really understand. I really believe that I got that from my grandmother. But my grandmother, she was so sweet. She was just so sweet. And so I believe that, when you raised a certain way, especially by an older person that really know their word and their Bible, it just puts something different in you. And so with that, it's good. That was a good compliment, when somebody compliment you, on, a person that really was, walking that walk and talking that talk. And she was that one. She was the best Christian I knew. I don't even know another person that could beat my grandmother being a Christian, because I lived with her and I seen her every day, and she was the best. She was the best. So I know she up there smiling. I know she is. So every time I do what I do, I be trying to make her proud, and her living was not in vain, and everything she poured into me and everything that she taught me, I'm trying to live that thing out, because it was good. And when you live right, you show your gratitude, and you show your appreciation to the people that sacrificed and poured into you. And so then your give back is to do your level best to be all that you can be. You know what I'm saying? And don't be nothing no less. So, yeah, y'all. With that being said, I'm really about to go, okay? We did this dirty laundry. Yeah, baby. And so, with that being said, y'all, I don't know how they get the captions on the thumbnail. I'm still working on that, but they come the way that they come, and child, some of them thumbnails, they be having me looking crazy. And I said, well, that's just, emotion, what they call, so that was still me on there. So I guess I'm gonna have to do better with my facial expressions, so they can catch me doing something cute. They could get a better thumbnail, because man, I be on them thumbnails, I be bad. But I still be putting them up, so I guess I don't be too mad, huh? Well, I know I don't, that's me on the thumbnail, but I be wishing that they could have called me like, hey, or something, like a photo. But yeah, it don't really be about the look. It really is mainly about the message. It's not about the look, it's about the message, and it's about the word, and it's about me doing this work, and about me loving exactly where the Lord has me in my purpose, and doing what, I feel led and called to do. And I'm going to be here until, the Lord moves me to my next assignment. But I like where I'm at, and I like getting out here and being before you guys, and I like doing the videos, and I'm just working on getting better in my etiquette on camera. And it's not about me, being consistent, because I know that I am a consistent person. So anything that I do in life, whatever, avenue I go in, I'm going to put, consistency on it, and until I can't do, consistent. But as far as me showing up, oh yeah, I'ma definitely do that. It ain't no doubt about that. I'm definitely gonna do that. As y'all can see, I've been bringing that to the table. So, if you know anything about me, you know that I'm going to be a consistent person. And if I say it, I'ma do it. But I don't want to just say it. I want to just my actions. I want to be about that action. Cause your girl, she about that action. So, with that being said, y'all, for real, I'ma go ahead on and sign off. Look at that backdrop. Ew. Peace and blessings, y'all. Y'all have an amazing rest of your day. Thank you for tapping in. Thank you for checking in. I appreciate you all. Go ahead and hit that like and subscribe button if it was something on this message, on this video, that kind of resonated with you, or you don't mind tapping in and hearing something further from me. So with that being said, blessings, y'all.